Hello everyone, welcome to SAP HANA, the high performance analytical appliance. Well, this is a need for a better tomorrow, and that's why your lovely, your beloved Rahul is here in front of you. Well, I am a part of this business intelligence world for the last 7.5 years, and I've been enjoying this world and my work, and I every time try to give back something to this world, this community, and this is one of the smallest uh, possible ways from my end to give it back to this community. Well, I'm a part of this. My agenda for this overview will be to help you all to understand how this evolved around this concept of in-memory computing, and then to take you through that how this transition from traditional computing to memory computing came in picture. uh, we'll also like to highlight that how you are going to use different components of HANA, and then how we can build this HANA setup, and what is there for us as an SAP BI consultants or as an SAP BI customers. Well, let's have it. Boom. Well, this is an explosion. This is really an explosion. We all have been sitting at a place where we're growing multiple folds. We have data scattered in these hardware devices in formatted formats, or we have the formatted data but still not sometimes reaching to these people who actually want to take a decision out of that. And I'm telling you, this is really a phase when we need to think of something where we can read this data and take out some meaning out of this data, and that's the need of the hour. Why? The reason is the sizes are growing enormously. The speed of the systems, it's really something we all need to think of. Now, a lot of people have been thinking in this area, but what is that we are looking for? How can we actually avoid this explosion? Well, the answer is in-memory computing. This concept is not new, but this is something we all are working for, and we actually need this. So I'll try to help you here to understand this concept. Not much of an technical aspects here, just to put it very simple. We have these terminologies which I've been hearing right from the day we started using the computer, and we have the CPU and the RAM and the hard disk. We all know that data is actually stored in hard disk, and when you're reading data, there's a bottleneck while reading it from the hard disk. The bottleneck is the mechanical operations, and that really makes it slow, and that sometimes actually leads to these kind of bottlenecks which sometimes become difficult for us to handle when it comes to the size of the database, the performance of the system. So, what can we actually do? We can take our one of the best buddies from this box which we have here, the orange box which we have here. Why don't we change its focus to this box? So what we are saying, we are going on a track where we want to keep this data actually on RAM. So we are relying more on the RAM while fetching the data. So why this is becoming faster? Because we don't have that mechanical operations in place, and we are picking up from the RAM, which is going to be much more faster. Alright, so is this something which is called in-memory computing? The answer is actually yes. Because if you talk about the traditional database management system, it relies on the main memory for computer storage. Whereas when you talk about this in-memory,